Right, morning everyone. Welcome to the session today. We're covering cloud networking and security. I think just got a few people in the lobby that we're letting in. So I think that's everything. Just a few people joined. So yeah, we've got a few more that we're expecting as well. So yeah, welcome to our second session in our Broadcom series for our partners. If you were able to join the last one, we had a really good discussion. We have Dave Fennell on. We got Alex and Dimitri today from the Broadcom team. So obviously we've got a big group of I think nearly 30 now, kind of white label partners. So we're really trying to encourage a bit of a community, some discussion, make sure we kind of keep it on top of um, all the changes and all the technology and stuff that's coming out. So we've got a second. So this is the second one in the free series. We've got another one next week, focusing more on some of the ARIA suite, etc. So I'm joined today. So I'm Andy Slater. So I'm technology and strategy director for cloud at Node4. I'm joined today by Dimitri, who is a cloud solution architect at VMware, all-round Broadcom guru. So this is a deep dive into the cloud security, networking features around VCF, etc. So the spirit of the call is, look, we're all paying for VCF now. There's loads of features in there, loads of capability, add-ons. So let's have a look at how we move forward. If you've got any questions, pop them in the Q&A. Last time at the end of the webinar, we did have a bit of a kind of cozy chat, ask anything type, because around from a Broadcom perspective. So we can do the same today. Obviously, if we've got any questions around the content, then just pop that in the Q&A and we'll try and keep on top of it. But without further ado, I think if I can hand over to Dimitri and then we can get us started. Thanks, Dimitri.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Andy. Let's start. So as Andy mentioned, my name is Dmitry. I'm a cloud solution architect working for VMware, VMware by Broadcom. Today here with me, Alex Tanner. So if you have any questions, please ask in the chat, or hopefully we'll have some time left. And yeah, we will manage to provide you some answers. Our regular slide, I would say it like that. So things may change in future. So no commitment for that, but hopefully most of the features that we will discuss today are quite. It was here for quite some time, so hopefully nothing will come up. Data agenda. So initially, we will discuss market opportunities and how we see managed services and why managed services is important. Then there are going to be some dive into technology in VCF, and particularly vDefend is a new name for NSX security piece, and AVI solutions. So I will cover what's new, what's available, and next cases. And at last, I will show you some monetization potential and some ideas around how you can build and incorporate that security services in your offerings. So let's discuss why security is crucial. So as shown in these slides, the number of security incidents is steadily increasing, leading to significant losses, financial, not only financial, but losing time, solving that, etc. So we all hear of ransomware, malware, and even new generative AI attacks. And as IT and cybersecurity professionals, we faced around 38% increase in global cyber threats in past years. what interesting here that like adversaries who constantly, I would say, evolving, they use less technology. So like implementing new security features, new security techniques. It's quite important to protect like your own environment and what is most important, your customer environment. And one interesting thing that attackers are not just targeting like endpoints and servers, like what we see for the past years. They're increasingly focusing on like mission critical VMware environment. So like it's a extra threat for our operations. All that like increasing cybersecurity threats, more sophisticated attack, more broad focusing, different. I mean, data breaches cost again is increasing, growing attack surfaces. Again, as I mentioned, not only endpoint servers, but some of IoT devices, VMware infrastructure. I mean, that's all new targets for attacks. Evolving regulations. I mean, evolving different standards like PSI, DSS, GDPR. I mean, this new DORA regulation for European Union. So I mean that all lead to increase in security spending. So as you can see on that chart, that security service and spent on the security service is constantly growing, and it takes like significant portion of all IT spends. So this growing demand for managed security service present an opportunity for current cloud service providers to adopt a new role as managed security service provider, or MSSP. We adopt that definition from Gartner. So as a security provider or CSP, customers are increasingly looking for outsourcing, not just the protection of their environment, but also the management and monitoring of device and systems. This includes services such as firewalling or simple gateway firewalling, intrusion prevention and detection systems, IPS, IDS, different VPNs, and other security solutions that CSP can offer. So these services are typically operated 24/7, reducing the need for extensive operation personnel within the enterprise while ensuring optimized resource use from a CSP standpoint. This approach not only helps customers by guarantee through service layer agreement that the environment is constantly secured and monitored around the clock. So that's a definition of MSSP, and that's where like we're looking. So why customers are looking for MSSP? Why it's always important to mention. Well, first of all, comprehension, protection, and scale up of security encapsulated. That is the essence of MSP engagement. So organization gain a kind of dynamic shield capable of adapting to evolving threats and expanding in a tandem with business growth. Partnering with MSSP, or let's say growing MSSP business that bridges the gap by bringing in a team of security expert, so they can improve the organization security. I would say without requiring some lengthy trainings and looking for like internal stuff. Cost savings. Again, I think that's that's an important that customers can outsource costly security spends and and like just use our service providers for security operations and some kind of consultation. MSSP also offers advanced monitoring and detection capabilities, again, with new VCF product line and with VCF add-on, it's becoming quite cost effective, and it's really like easy to adopt all of that new features. And last but not least, MSSP possess the expertise, I would say it like that, to navigate through the complex regulation standards, ensuring that the organizations meet and maintain compliance standards, thereby avoiding penalties and safeguard their reputation. So as you can see, like MSSP, this new role is quite important. So let's now transition to our vision for MSSP. At the foundation, we have VCF, which you are likely familiar with. This includes vSphere, vSAN, and NSX, along with additional solution for metering, multi-tenancy, monitoring, and providers almost anything as a service. You're already delivering those services, so our focus will be on expanding and enhancing networking security, particularly through NSX, which has built-in security features that I will discuss shortly. So it was networking security. Identity and access manager, it's a core part of vSphere, and it has constantly evolved, especially in vSphere 9, and it integrates seamlessly with your infrastructure, so you can integrate it with your current LDAP or Active Directory domain, or adopt some third-party IDM providers like Okta or Microsoft IDM. Next one is application security. It's centered around delivering security via Avi load balancer, and some Kubernetes tools providing enhanced protection for your application. Confidential computing, great example of this is using KMS as a service. So it's a great example of CSP service which been around roughly for 1 year. So it's operating on a vSphere level and integrating with third-party solutions like third-party KMS services. And it offers encryption as a service, delivering significant value for customers. Again, quite easy and straightforward service, but with a significant value. And last but not least, governance and compliance. It's focusing on ensuring platform adherence to key regulations such as PSI, DSS, HIPAA, GDPR, DORA, and ensuring full compliance with industry standards. Yeah, that's how we see our MSSP vision. So now let's explore how this vision aligns with our product portfolio. So on the left side, at the bottom, you can see networking services. I will highlight it in next couple of slides. So for identity manager, for identity and access management, as I mentioned, it's different MFA solutions, multi-factor authentications, and some built-in features. For application security, it's mainly Avi with web application firewall, with DDoS protections, and with some other monitoring features. For confidential computing, is the well-known vSphere features, so like VM encryptions and our joint offering with hardware vendors, VTPM and other things. And for government and compliance, full stack of VMware monitoring solutions. So mainly ARIA operations for logs, for networks, and like ARIA operations in general as a product. So let's dive deep into networking and security. So at the bottom layer, we see VMware Cloud Foundation, and we have two VCF add-ons for networking and security. First of them is the VMware vDefend firewall. So our base offering. It has our distributed firewall. It's very popular. It has a lot of like significant deployments use cases. It also includes a gateway firewall as well as built-in security intelligence and container security capabilities. This solution is ideal for preventing the unauthorized access attacks we said earlier, and is really like best in class when it comes to VM level segmentation as well as what called zoning. That's important when we're speaking about organization is scaling up. I mean, with the growth of VMs providing the security on the VM level, or securing east-west communications become crucial. Primary buying center for these services is, I would say, networking security team. So, I mean, if you or your customer require extra security services, vDefend firewall add-on can be a great start for this. Again, it provides security at scale, and what is more important, it provides security intelligence, which previously was like part of highest NSX edition. Now you can access this security intelligence part with our, I would say, base add-on offering. Second one is VMware vDefend firewall with ATP or advanced threat prevention. I would say we brought, I would say, both innovation and value with this offering, having focused on integration and, well, I would say, cost reduction as well. So for customers, it present a very affordable way to get their security stack right and expand the ability to address a number of other use cases, including protection against malware. So having IPS and IDS capabilities, and what is more important, distributed IPS and IDS capabilities, as well as protecting from ransomware, breaches, and any other threat that you might face in your infrastructure. It also includes threat monitoring capabilities, and this stack is more for like security operation center or SOC. So I mean, if you provide such services, or you are going to provide such services, I mean, that can be a very nice addition, especially now when NTA or network traffic analysis and NDR, so network detection and response features are available for on-premise deployment. Previously, it was only like cloud-based. Now it's available for on-prem deployment as well. What's worth to mention that it's quite easy to adapt this new ATP add-on, especially if you already have this vDefend firewall in place, and for your customers as well. Again, if your customers already have vDefend firewall add-on, it makes sense to offer them an ATP. These slides give you a comprehensive integrated view of networking and security that service providers can deliver. I mean, we can deliver not only for VMs, but for any type of workload. So we can protect bare metal servers, we can protect containers, we can protect virtual machines. Again, we can protect it against different threats and in different ways. So we also bring a lot of intelligence and yeah, AI powered capabilities. Again, our intelligence platform or NSX application platform, which is known, again, it can provide full insights on your applications, how your virtual machines and containers work together, how they communicate, what protocols is being used, and it can provide some insights on what security rules should be in place, and you can apply it all in automated fashion. Oh, yes, quite comprehensive and integrated security platform to any type of workloads. Just a few words about Kubernetes. Also, Kubernetes isn't that popular as AI right now, but securing Kubernetes environment remains a significant challenge. So delivering robust security for Kubernetes, it's still a crucial area, given its complexity and its importance in modern cloud infrastructure. What was to mention that NSX works not only with Tanzu deployment, but with most popular Kubernetes management platforms. So it can work with Amazon EKS, Azure AKS, Rancher, OpenShift, obviously with Tanzu, and it only requires Andrea CNI. So you can take your Kubernetes cluster, install Andrea, or let's say change your current CNI to Andrea, integrate it with NSX, and you will receive all that extra capabilities like monitoring and analysis, single point of network policy configuration, again, for your virtual machines and containers, routing, L2 connectivity, and again, all of that with a single pane of glass and under NSX security analysis with NSX application platform. What I've been saying for like last couple of years, that VMware is not only a virtualization vendor, so VMware is a security vendor as well. And if you compare traditional approach with the traditional hardware firewalls with VMware, you will see a significant value in VMware. First of all, it's a completely like virtual approach instead of a perimeter approach when you have to secure like physical perimeter. Now you can secure virtual perimeter, and I think that's a unique proposition when you can go deep to VM level and create this virtual DMZ and protect east-west traffic. Then it's software architecture. Again, you can decouple from hardware appliances. We don't need it, and because of that, we can have elastic scale. And again, for example, if you have any hardware, probably has some performance limit with VMware. It's not the case now, because adding a new server will increase your like bandwidth capacity. Let's call it that way. I mean, you still limited by one host, but again, if you have like 10 hosts, your capacity will be increased in 10 times. Moving from IP-based rules to tag-based rules, again, you can have tags. You can combine your application by tags, not only your virtual machine, but as I mentioned on the previous slide, that you can incorporate your Kubernetes deployment, have the same tags, and create that flexible security policies around your infrastructure, and all of that lead to lower your TCO. So again, if you or your customers are facing hardware refresh, it's worth to networking hardware refresh, it's worth to check NSX and what NSX can deliver in terms of security capabilities. So now next move to application security. Avi Load Balancer delivers a stack of protection technology that defends against different cybersecurity threats use cases. Particularly, it can deliver web application firewall, and I would say that's best-in-class web application firewall. So who wasn't aware of Avi? Avi is part of VMware, and it's part of INS Group, Advanced Networking Technology inside Avi, inside VMware by Broadcom, and it can deliver like best-in-class load balancing, but also it can provide great web application firewall capabilities and protect against different application cyber threats. Okay, it's available as an add-on. Again, it's part of VCF add-ons. It's available as a standalone or as part of add-on as a sensory. It can include like on-premise or SaaS deployment. It's subscription-based. It's licensing per service unit, and yeah, it's include support. And if you buy Avi, you will get access to load balancer capabilities and security capabilities. So it's like a single license offering, and you can receive everything with a single Avi license. This slide has a lot of information, but the main focus here on the context-aware web application firewall. So WAF operates at upper network layers such as application layer or layer 7. So in addition to the layer 3 or layer 4 security layers, and are placed between border firewall and backend application server. WAF can decrypt HTTPS traffic to inspect the data packets at this, I would say, logical position on the network. A WAF can deny application server access to any traffic deemed a threat using rules. Intelligence engines list of it has list of known attack vectors, and it provides anomaly detections. So Avi WAF can protect from like robust security threats from different attack surfaces, and it's definitely can provide some insights because again it's used like one of the best analytic engine. Yeah, and not only protecting, but again providing some great visibility on your applications and your infrastructure. Now let's see how all of that can work together, how NSX can, or how Avi can add extra value to NSX. So as a user trying to access application, it goes to the perimeter firewall, which can be NSX firewall, NSX gateway firewall, so basic layer 4, layer 3 protection. Then it goes to NSX IPS IDS with all that network traffic inspection analysis against all that like well-known malicious infection and well-known like attack surfaces. Then it can reach out to Avi load balancer with web application firewall capabilities, and traffic will be checked for different application threats like SQL injections, scripting, DDoS, or API abuse. And in the end, yeah, all that I would say clean traffic will reach application server, and yeah, you can be like almost 100% sure that that will like really hard to do something with such to do with your application server with such comprehensive security in place with all of that. VMware by Broadcom security solutions. So going next to my last part about monetizations and MSSP journey. So we see MSSP as a journey, as I mentioned. So many of you likely already at the foundation level. So you deliver networking security through firewall services, maybe VM encryptions, and using identity and access management for your internal needs. So I expect that most of us at foundation level. At a standard level, you can enhance this by ATP, advanced threat prevention features, and IPS IDS with a security intelligence that can provide your customers greater visibility and insights into like the infrastructure, along with application security with some web application firewall capabilities, as I mentioned a few slides back. At an advanced level, as you move to the advanced level, the focus shifts to the full stack networking and security, incorporating NTA or networking traffic analysis and NDR networking detection and response. You also offer comprehensive protection, including DDoS protection and bot management. Again, all of that you can achieve with Avi, and along with a full suite of government and compliance tools with our Avi, with our ARIA products. From a monetization standpoint, I mean, monetization is really hard topic, and it's quite hard to cover it just in a few minutes, but here is some of monetization ideas. So we distinguish two approach for networking or let us say security service monetization. So it's service catalog monetization when you can offer your basically when you can offer additional VMware vDefend licensing to your current VCF offering. So it's quite simple packs, just adding licenses to VCF as add-ons. But what it's like more interesting, I believe, it's working on a service-based monetization type when you can incorporate some of the base VCF features into networking security and different type of networking security bundles. So when you provide services with extra managed services on top, and with that you can achieve greater margin, yeah, as always. And again, you can reutilize some of base VCF capabilities like ARIA, for networking, for extra visibility, for providing extra bits of this crucial info for your clients. So I mean, there are a lot of room to expand for networking services, and yeah, that was my last slide. And as I said, yeah, there are room to expand, there are room to grow, and I would say security, starting with VDefend and on starting with the security is a great start to expand your business, to enhance your infrastructure, to provide more services to your customers, to provide great value for your customers. So yeah, that's all from my side.
Cool. We'll hopefully see you all next week on the next session. Yeah, look out for the presentation and the follow-up. So thank you everyone for attending.